It's the things that we kind of hate about homesteading or farming. And guys, we lost one of our pigs.
So we've had a ton of rain last night and this morning, and it's still raining, but I wanted to grab the GoPro and come out here and just show you guys the difference a one heavy rainfall can do to our big pond that we keep our pigs in. So I'm going to flip you guys around here and show you the pond and how full it is, and also check on the pigs. I know the pigs are already alright, we've checked on them already, but I'm going to show you guys how they're doing. So right here is where the water feeds the pond, coming off the hill. It all runs right there and goes right into the pond right here. And as you can see, the pond is very, very full. This is a max capacity. It's actually running over the dam, and I'll show you guys that here in just a second. We do have the fence for the most part out of the water, and it is turned off right now, just for the time being. So one thing, when we laid out the fencing for this hog pen, we knew how full the pond would get, and actually we measured the pond when it was at full capacity to know where to put the fencing, just so the fencing's not underwater when the pond does come up. We're prepared for this. We knew the pond would probably come up. It's rainy season, but it just goes to show that in a day's time the pond can completely change. Here's the shade cloth that we have set up for the pigs. Half of it's underwater. Let's go see how the pigs are doing. Hey, piggies! Doing good. It's a little muddy. The pigs don't mind the mud. Since I know someone will ask, I'll just reiterate, the fence is turned off right now just because the water is up so high. The pigs aren't going to try to get out because they're already trained to the fence. So, and we'll be keeping an eye on them. They're going to be alright, but we do have the fence turned off because there's several places where, like I'm fixing to show you, the water is running over the fence, and electricity and water do not mix, so we do have the fence turned off. So I'm going to show you guys right here is where the water is running over the dam. And Jacob has came out here and put several support stakes right here to hold the fence up. This part of the fence was laying over with moss all over it. This part right here was just completely laid over on the ground. And it's running off the hill pretty good. Pretty sure if I had an inner tube right now, I could probably tube down this hill. Let's go make sure the meat chickens are doing good. I'm sure they are, but I'll just check on them. We've been moving their tractor every day. We have not moved it yet today, but we will. They're getting big. Standing in a little bit of water, but that's alright. We're going to move their tractor here in just a minute. Speaking of, here comes Jacob right now. He's bringing their feed and some water to refill. We have started kind of taking them off of feed, doing the 12 hours on, 12 hours off, so they don't have feed in here right now, but Jacob's bringing it right now. A little wet, huh?
Yeah.
If it ain't raining,
We ain't training.
do the farm chores stop when it's raining?
No. Sadly, but no. Alright, so we're over here at the pig pen. We're going to just do a little bit of an update on the pigs. Kind of one of the things where we're putting this video out is kind of the way the title is the things that we kind of hate about homesteading or farming. And guys, we lost one of our pigs. If you hear that banging over there, that's the pigs trying to eat out of their feeder. But we did lose one of our pigs. We do have a replacement that we got, and we mainly just wanted to kind of put this video out to show you how the pigs are doing, and that we don't want anyone to be discouraged when farming. If you're this first time coming in, you're watching our channel and you're watching other channels and you're wanting to get into this homesteading, farming life, we want to take you along everything from the good, the bad, the ugly, and show you everything so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And if you're just now getting into it and you're getting animals, we just want you to let you know that you're gonna lose animals. I don't care if you've been farming for 50 years. If any farmer or homesteader ever tells you that we've never lost an animal, either A, they haven't done it long enough, or B, they're just lying to you, because honestly, everybody loses animals. It's the sad thing about homesteading and farming. It's just, it happens. Some years you may not lose any. Next years you may lose a lot. It just, you never know. And we just wanted to tell you all this because we don't want you for this to be discouraging to anybody. Just keep doing what you're doing. Try as much as you can with this. The pig that we had, it was a smaller pig. It was kind of sickly, and we were doctoring it up all the time. We came out here 3 to 4 times a day, was giving it water, electrolytes to make sure it wasn't being dehydrated. We wormed them, gave them a penicillin shot. I mean, we were doing everything that we knew how to do. And guys, it doesn't matter sometimes what you do. If an animal's too far gone, it happens. And some people may say, why didn't take them to a vet? There's a time for that, to take them to a vet. I had a friend that has a friend that had a pig. It was a show pig, $3,000 worth. They take it to the vet. They told them, hey, this is what it has. They gave them the medicine, and a few days later it died. They took it to a vet. A vet is not a cure-all in everything, okay? So you can do as much as you can, but in the end, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. That's the way of life. But But we just kind of wanted to address that. It's something that we don't like having to talk about a whole lot, but this is part of farming. It is what it is, and I just wanted to we wanted to put this out there so people aren't discouraged if they're having these issues, because everybody has them. Like I said, someone who's been doing it for 50 years still loses animals just because that's nature, and there's just life and death in life. So but the rest of the pigs are doing pretty good. The other new one we got to replace that one, she's a brick house. Let me tell you, she's just a little bit bigger than some of them, but man, she's all there. And we really like that pig that we got. And as you could tell, their pen, they got some shorefront property right now. I know Alex kind of took you around where everything was going. I mean, we had this fence over yonder there. It was down because of all the moss coming over. I mean, it was crazy around here this morning. So we are very grateful that we got kind of a replacement pig, especially right now. They're kind of a little hard to come by with everything going on. So we are very grateful that we could get one to replace, because like we said, all these are kind of accounted for. We were raising them for people, and so that's our responsibility as the farmer of the part of it, is to replace the pig. If you're watching this and you're just now kind of starting the homestead and farming stuff, just don't let death on the farm discourage you, because it happens from time to time. We lost a meat chicken. Occasionally we lose rabbits, just because it just happens, guys. I don't care how good you are, how much you stand by them. If an animal's going to die, it's going to die, no matter what you do. That's just the way nature is. You can still enjoy everybody else, and it's still fun to have these pigs, and we would never do anything different. Just because we lost one doesn't mean we're never doing pigs again. This is the first time, we've only been raising them for 3 years now, so this is the first time we've dealt with this. So it's just, definitely a learning experience. But as Alex kind of showed you the pen, earlier, this is one of the reasons why we kind of made this little section right here, because previously we measured out where the water comes up at, and we didn't want to put their pens and stuff down in here because we knew water came up. The shade cloth, that's kind of what I anticipated to happen, but I wanted to give them this section here so that they would be able to get out of the rain and have some room up here to play around with. And they honestly, they'll also skirt all the way around here. If there's any ground they can get on, they still go on out there. So another thing, before we show you the pigs, we actually it was funny because yesterday we bought a pump to pump this out because it was getting full. And it's not a huge pump. It does like 1,400 gallons an hour. And in the realm of a pump, that's kind of small. But it'll do the job to get this out of here. And we had it going last night for a little bit, and I took it off, and then we got this torrential downpour and just all this crazy stuff. So we're going to be pumping it out, and it naturally goes down pretty quick. That's why the pigs are in here, so it doesn't do that for the future. But we do have a pump that we're going to be pumping out of here as soon as kind of the weather dies down. But let's get in these pens and just kind of show you the pigs. So guys, like we showed you, it's not the you know, doing the chores in the rain and having to, you know, work real hard here on the farm and stuff that we, you know, what we hate about homesteading. It's just kind of dealing with death on the farm, and really that doesn't discourage us in any way. We know that's what comes with it, and we wanted to tell you all this because we don't want anyone to get a false image on kind of, you know, what happens on a farm. This does happen. Okay, and you just have to kind of weigh your options. If that is something you can't deal with, then maybe farming or homesteading is something not really for you. So that's, you know, that's pretty much it. The rain and stuff, it don't bother me none whatsoever, having to do chores in the rain. It does kind of suck a little bit, yes, I'll say that. It's not fun, but that doesn't discourage us in any way. It's just kind of when we're losing an animal, and when we're really trying hard to save it and take care of these animals the best we can, and when you lose one, it's never easy, but you just kind of get a little bit immune to it over time, but it's still never easy. It never does get easy. But guys, we just want to end the video here. If you like this video, I know it's kind of a downer video, but hit that like button, and if you got any questions, put them in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications. That really helps us, you know, in the whole YouTube world. You know, you don't have to give us money, you don't have to do anything. Just watch our videos and comment and hit the like buttons. But guys, as always, take care and God bless.